Hey guys, I'm Zach Threadgill, and welcome to the S.S.O show, where we teach you how to seriously stand out. Today's episode is going to be how to send session files. So if you're a person that records at home or you record in a studio, but your producer/engineer doesn't live near or isn't around at that time, you're going to need to know how to send the files to him for mixing. So you're going to need to send files to your engineer, and you're going to want those files to be WAV files. And there need to be stems. So within your digital audio workstation, every single track that you have recorded on is going to be represented by a WAV file afterwards, and you're going to need to bounce every single track. So for example, you might have a song that has a hook, a chorus, ad-lib in and out, and the beat. So it's 5 stems. When you're looking at your project file, there's 5 different audio tracks. So when you go to send your folder to the engineer, there should also be 5 stem files, and those are all again going to be waves. And if you send WAV files, that's going to allow your engineer to work with your song no matter what type of digital audio workstation they have. So let's take a quick look at Pro Tools and how you would go about doing that.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do here is a quick file save as, and you want to do that just to make sure, you don't accidentally delete something or remove an effect and then save it and then be like, shoot. So we did that. The next step that we're going to want to do is remove all of the effects from your files. In Pro Tools, you can hold the Alt key, and then when you click that little thing and you remove the track, it will remove everything in that lane. Quick little tip. Next, you're going to want to highlight all of the tracks that you need to export and make sure it is the length of the session. And in the little clip window here, you're going to want to right click it and go to bounce. Now, all of the DAWs are going to have something similar to this, but the key things are you want to make sure you're sending WAV files. The bit depth, I record at 16 and 48 kilohertz, so that's what I'm going to bounce it at. If your interface uses 44 kilohertz or something like that, for example, it's no big deal. Just bounce it like that as long as it's WAV. Multiple mono so that our mono parts stay mono. And now we just go to bounce. Next, we're going to want to make sure we import and we're checking the files before we send them. So we want to make sure that everything's the same length, they line up where they should, and they have no effects on them. The stems are dry. We hop over to our folder, and then let's rename the files. This is going to allow your engineer to get into a better workflow when he just simply opens it and everything is organized, rather than wasting time and having to relabel it himself. Next is an optional step, and that is sending a note. And you can do this in either like a notepad or a Google Doc, and then you just go to print as a PDF. And this is a place where you have the opportunity to share your vision for the song, to share anything that you're hearing. Maybe you want a deep voice at exactly this moment, or you want a telephone effect at another one. If you're a person that likes or doesn't like auto-tune, again, this would be a great place to share that, or if you want it in one part and not in another. Now that we've got all of our stems and note in a folder, let's send that to a compressed folder. This is what you're going to need to send to us, and you're going to need to use a transfer service. There's several of them out there, but it's going to be too big to fit in an email. And again, no matter what DAW or software you're using, you're going to need to just send the compressed folder with all of the stems in it.
So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. If you're looking to send files to your engineer, you should be sending them as WAV files. It should be a folder with a bunch of stems in it. Every stem represents one of the audio tracks you recorded on. And with that, guys, I'm going to leave you for today and remind you to seriously stand out. Keep working hard. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And don't forget, let us know your questions so we can continue to help you. All right, take care, guys.